It's your girl Oripa M from Inside News Africa, bringing you nothing but news of what's happening here at Lilydale Primary School. As you can see, there's a shutdown.
Yebo Nijani.
Yeah, Pila.
Yebo.
I'm Orifa Maano from Inside News Africa.
All right.
Well, I've got a few questions to ask regarding this issue. Who should be held personally responsible if the school closes?
Schools belong to the community. They are an asset of a community. The department is entrusted with the responsibility of running these schools on behalf of the community. So the first person or the first institution that must account, it is the Department of Basic Education in this case. So they are the custodians of the schools on behalf of the community, but it doesn't close out communities like ourselves because they can't run on their own. Yeah.
If I may ask, why hasn't that person addressed the community directly?
Well, in all departments we have seen, especially recently, there are so many things that are wrong that are happening. We have picked up when we learned from some of the parents who have learners within the school that there are processes that seek to take their learners out of the school. The department has a responsibility of convening stakeholders. Part of those stakeholders is ourselves as communities, informing us of what are the challenges and what is their intention on doing whatever action. Like in this case, I've indicated they want to take learners to different schools, and this was not done following processes like your consultation or maybe seeking, let me say, an understanding from the community. Yes.
Okay, can you guarantee on a record that no learner can be disadvantaged?
That is exactly what, as members of communities, we are fighting for. All stakeholders that were part of today's meeting, we are all in agreement that no learner must be taken away, no parents must be disadvantaged as a result of learners being taken to different schools, because parents confirmed even after in this meeting to say learners are worried, even themselves, they are worried. We are all equally worried for those learners. For instance, these learners are not getting the support, or maybe let me say 100% support from the department, because parents are the ones who are supporting their learners in terms of your learner support materials. The only support they get from the department in this case is the transport that takes them from where they reside to the school. It's the teachers who are paid for by the department. Everything else is done by the parents themselves and the community in the area. So these are the things that are worrying very much more, especially because this school is not the only school that is closing down, especially around Soweto. So there's a trend that is going on which we don't welcome as communities, because as admissions are going to open, you'd find parents frustrated because there's no space for learners in schools, and learners would be cramped in cars, taxis, going to neighboring areas like your Lens, El Dorado, your Southgate site, only to find that schools where communities are closing down, and communities are not taken into processes like your consultation as per what the legislation says needs to happen.
Okay, so what you're trying to emphasize is that you have already had solution.
Yeah, the solution is that schools must not close down. The department has a responsibility of ensuring that schools that are seen to be dropping in numbers, because in this case, that is the main reason why they are saying the school must close. They are saying the number is to bring it to a point where learners must be taken elsewhere. We know it's a soft lock, it's a soft closing strategy of a department, but they have a responsibility to ensure that numbers do not drop. There must be your publicity, it must be publicized to say, no, space for grade so and so is available even in this school. But they also need to do that, working together with community members, stakeholders that have interest in education. So unfortunately, in this case, what happened is that parents were just given letters that indicate that learners are going to be taken to different schools, and all other processes were not followed. It's as if the department is excited when they see schools closed down, especially in Soweto.
Okay, thank you. If you had one message for the government regarding this issue, what will it be?
The only message to our government is that the government must not forget that it is representing us as members of the community. They must not go into those offices and represent themselves. We're coming from a meeting here where all stakeholders are against the letters that were written to parents. Stakeholders are against the closure of these schools and many others. So that is the mandate that the department needs to take, what the masses are saying on the ground, not individuals who take decisions using positions of power and do things against what the communities want. Because when, for instance, a school like this closes, we have seen they tend to be areas of crime. They tend to be vandalized. You can see the structure here is not bad. There are schools that are worse than this. But should the school close today, then it simply means the levels of crime, which are also a challenge, will be skyrocketing as a result of this infrastructure not being utilized for the purposes that it was intended for.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Siabo.
Okay.
Thank you.
And you are?
I'm Mongen Mumal.
Okay.
Yeah, the chairperson of the saving team, Saving Lilydale.
Okay, I heard you saying the department said the school wasn't supposed to be open. Can you?
Yeah, the IDSO, which is the district official, who is supervising the principal of this school, gave the direction to the principal that with effect from the 21st of July, which is today, the school, the learners from grade 1, they will be removed from the school to the different feeder schools because we didn't follow procedures. And the school got grade 7 and grade 6 only. So that will tell us to say if we remove this in working grade 1s that we have recruited ourselves, the school will remain with grade 6 and 7, which and at the end of the year, the school will remain with only 20 learners for next year. So they were shutting the school down, but Tina were not on that process. Tina were picketing because we wrote a memorandum to the MEC to Sunday pertaining this matter and pertaining that letter. Hence, the MEC office came today and addressed us.
Okay, has the community engaged with the education authorities?
Yes, today we did engage with the office of the MEC.
And then
the office of the MEC is in support of us, and they have promised us that the IDSO will never follow process. So they will run from today with our application that the school be granted to be from grade R and 1 and 2, so that they will be providing resources for these learners, and they will be providing transport, and they will be providing nutrition for these learners.
Okay, what are the alternatives do you propose instead of closing the school?
Whilst the department, we want to be online so that parents can be granted the permission so that we can have more numbers. So it's a victory for us to get this approval from the department.
What do you mean by more numbers?
We will be able to be officially recognized that we are going to have grade R and 1 and 2 because we were higher primary, which were only allowed by the state from grade 5 to grade 7. And the feeder school have been granted to continue from grade R to grade 7 instead of from grade R until grade 4. So we're no longer having a feeder school. So automatically when you don't have a feeder school, we have to dig from yourself to getting kids. So by getting grade R next year, all the kids that are turning 5, they will be admitted in the school. And all kids that are turning 6, they will be admitted. So it will be an overgrowing by the numbers, because if we've got...
In other words, it means this school is not going to close.
Yes. We've been assured by that the school is not going to be closed, and 30th July we'll be having a meeting of how far is our process.
Okay, what are the next steps if this school is scheduled to close?
It's not going to close. There's no next step of what? No, the school is not going to be closed. Actually, it's going to be overpopulated.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you very
thank
much.
you.
If you have like a message you can tell to the department, what will it be?
Firstly, the message is to the parents of the community. They must stop sending the kids to southern suburb schools. They must use our areas. And the education is the same. The department is the same. So let's not stop wasting money and transport kids to Lens, to El Dorado Park, to southern suburb. We are residents. We as community, we are killing our black education because we are taking kids away from our schools, and our infrastructure will be damaged and will be open as residential areas. So we're motivating of saying, let's all bring back our kids to our neighboring schools, because the policy of the department is saying the child mustn't be 5 hours away or 5 kilometers away, but we're doing that and we're wasting money. So because the system is the same.
Do you think every parent will allow to that?
As long as we educate them and we show them that the district is one, because with the high rate of matrics in our area, then they'll see that indeed they are the same, because we've got graduates, we've got doctors, we've got nurses, we've got teachers, we've got principals from the very same schools. I personally am a product of this school. I started school here and I started working here. I'm a district official. This is my alma mater school.
So in other words, it means this school is not going to close.
Never. We are not going to allow that as community. If we need to be stripped naked, we'll do that.